We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with TUP stock, Tupperware Brands Corporation. It continues to push up higher, and it isn't the only stock experiencing volatility today. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY buy at 1:30 p.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with TUP stock, continuing to test higher resistance levels. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the key levels I would watch going into next week, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run idea was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And the home run idea was from our Apple bot. Our Apple bot sent out a bear indicator at 2:05 p.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Tupperware Brands Corporation, TUP stock, continuing to try to form this staircase effect and hitting newer highs here in yesterday's after hours and in today's pre-market and today's volatility, fighting to stay above the 450 area. Now, this is a stock that we mentioned in our Discord in the speculative stock section in our morning briefs since the 24th, when it was nearly $1. As you see it popping up there on the screen, we could not find any news, but it had large inflows that morning. And just a few days later, we sent it out again on Thursday of that same week, and it went from around $1.90 all the way up to $3.69 on the same inflows, right? Basically, we could not find any news, but there was large inflows in the pre-market, and it's done that for several days now. This is the first day in the after hours yesterday, right, that it actually popped up from the $3 range to highs up here of $7. Lots of speculation behind it of possible short squeezing and so forth, but what we're going to break down here is the key levels I would watch moving forward and what the inflow versus outflows are showing on larger time frames, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So Here we are at TUP stock under a bear indicator at around the 539 area, and when it tried coming back up in the second half of the day, it rejected and came back down below $5. Outflows crossed over, and it had just recently done a full transition from the dip area, as I call it, on 42 vision to the rip area in yesterday's after hours, right? From way down here at the $3 range all the way up to $7 nearly. And it all had to do with the speculation of earnings and also how things were looking in the charts, right? Because it already did a full transition from the rip area to the dip area, and then it had consolidation and found strength back up, and those inflows picked up to highs here of 2.23. Some of the highest inflows that we've seen in the recent runs. But you could see here, as I mentioned earlier in the video, one of our first dates that we mentioned it in our morning briefs, and it was sitting here on the 24th with inflows above the midpoint, and they were green and full strength there from 118 to highs here of 176. And then we mentioned it again on the 27th. Those inflows were pulling away from the midpoint to the upside, hit highs there of 1.89, and things moved up from 196 to highs here of 377. So definitely something to not ignore is when those inflows are strong and above the midpoint, it tends to reflect that strength into the charts, and you can gain access to our morning briefs, our inflow versus outflow, bull and bear indicators, and our live bots that send live notifications within the volatility by checking out the link down below, and we look forward to having you join us. So here we are with it sitting below $5 again, quickly moving back down from the $7 area. And the first thing I would not ignore is support, guys, right? These outflows, the longer they stay below the midpoint on the 30-minute and on the 15-minute, as well as on the 1 hour as it's crossed, the weaker things could be. And the first support level I would watch is 450. If that gets broken through, the next support is the 350 area, and then comes the $3 area if these outflows continue to pull downwards and these bear indicators continue to dominate over the chart, because the further it pulls away from the midpoint, the weaker things could reflect into these charts. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up on the 30-minute. Also here on the 1 hour, cancel out this bear indicator that's trying to confirm. It confirms in the next 18 minutes. And it's right now sitting there. It could actually remove itself if anything changes within the volatility. But if it closes and confirms, it's going to be crucial to cancel that one out. In the bigger picture of the 1 hour, cancel out the bear indicator here on the 30-minute. Try to reflect that strength into these charts with those inflows crossing over and a bull indicator possibly popping up. And same thing here on the 15-minute as it's really close, guys. I'll be watching that going into next week. I would not ignore it. And the first resistance is the 550 area, guys. That's where things rejected. Not that far off where the bear indicator popped up. And then above that comes the 650 area. And then I'll be watching the 7 to 750 area. If these inflows could pick up, that strength starts to reflect into these charts, rolling over to multiple time frames, canceling out the bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. And that's what I'm going to be watching to the upside and to the downside. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, once again, check out the link down below. We look forward to having you join us, and I'll be watching these inflow versus outflows going into next week. I would not ignore them as it's really close on the 15-minute, as you see it there, and on the 30-minute trying to pull upwards and green. And I'll be watching the bull and bear indicators as well. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. So if you made it this far into the video and you are a swing trader or looking to gain an edge when it comes to swing trading, you're definitely going to want to check this out. And this is our new swing bot that will be fully released really soon. And so far it has sent 2 notifications in the last several days, right? The first one, as you see it popping up there, was Nvidia on Friday of last week at around $444. And the other one was Tesla yesterday in the pre-market, and from yesterday to today, and even yesterday alone, it ran up nearly $10 plus. Now, when it comes to the Nvidia one, you could see it popping up there on the screen. I shared the chart yesterday, And I also circled an area, as you see it there in the chart, how it kept on bouncing off that support and trying to hold above 444. And then I put a line across when that notification came in. And now you're seeing this other chart, which I shared today in the pre-market. And I stated, right, you could see the same line there. And I put the swing bot notification there at around the 444 area. It was already opening up from yesterday to today at 449. And I talked about in that purple area, the area that kept on acting like support. And there was a strong resistance in the pre-market and previous days at the 452 area. And the bulls would need to break through that for possible continuation. Not guaranteed, but it was important and inflows needed to cross. Now, when you see it here in the next chart, going into the open, it was broken through, bull indicator popped up, and then inflows crossed over. And you could see the purple area that continued to act like support. And NVIDIA calls were up nearly 100% plus with the swing notification bot since it was sent out, right? And you can see that blue line again where that notification was sent at that after hours on Friday. So this is our new swing bot. If you take a look at Tesla too, it sent it out at around the $256 area, and Tesla went to highs here of nearly $270 in the last 2 days. And it was sent out yesterday in the pre-market, right around this area, and the full move. So typically with these swing bots and the notifications that come in, they're there to add perspective. Nothing's guaranteed, but the goal is for it to add perspective. Take a look for possible support levels and bullish confirmations of a reversal, and from there it typically pans out within several days to weeks. But sometimes it could happen this fast within 1 or 2 days. And when it does, I typically tend to make a rational decision because maybe my goals and strategy and expectations have been met, right? I don't want to get too greedy either, but I wanted to share with you guys our new swing bot that's going to be notifying directly into our Discord on high probability opportunities based off specific criterias and dip areas of wire Fred borders, as I call them, on multiple time frames and other criterias to confirm of the possibility of it looking like a possible support or area to not ignore for a possible swing of a reversal. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.